Hi everybody, this is Nate from the Kraemer Life.
And Katie.
Also from the Kraemer Life. Today's video is going to be a little different than our normal videos. We do think that you're going to find this information helpful. And if you happen to know anybody that you think will find it also helpful, we'd appreciate it if you would share it with them.
So for those of you new to joining us, welcome to the channel. For those of you who have been with us along the journey, thank you for continuing to come back and watch us. We are just a few months into purchasing our property in East Tennessee. We purchased 60 acres about 3 months ago, and we have been working on getting it reclaimed, I guess is the best way to say it. It was about 20 years of nature taking over, so we're working to make it a working homestead again. And we now have 4 pigs, 4 sheep, and 22 chickens. When we moved here 3 months ago, we had 8 chickens. So we have grown our animals by about 22 in the last 3 months, and I don't think we're done.
Surprise! More animals.
So with that, we just wanted to talk to you guys today about another resource that is available, and hopefully it's something that you all can benefit from as well. We recently were visiting some friends, and we happened to mention we were out shopping, and we were so thankful for the tax exemption that we were using, and our friends didn't know anything about it, and they also have a small homestead. So Tennessee offers an agricultural and nurseryman tax exemption for some products that you utilize on your farm. And so that's what we wanted to talk to you all about today.
We're going to start off by talking about Tennessee's agricultural or ag sales and use tax exemption. And then we're going to give you some resources that you can use to find out if your state has a similar program. Tennessee does have certain qualifications or conditions that must be met in order to receive that exemption. And we'll put a link down below in the description to those conditions and qualifications. But I'll do my best to summarize, but please don't use my summary, do your own research. To summarize, to qualify as a farmer or nurseryman, one must own or lease agricultural land from which $1,000 or more of ag products were produced and sold during the year, and either has a federal tax return that contains ag business or ag rental activity, or can establish that they are actively engaged in the business of raising, harvesting, or producing agricultural commodities. Since Katie and I have only been at this for a few months now, since the end of February of 2022, we didn't have tax returns that showed any agricultural sales. We had to write a letter summarizing our plan for the farm here, and that summary had to contain a few items. It had to contain the amount of acreage under cultivation, the type of livestock and the amount of livestock on the land, our projected sales of product or commodities from the farm, and our marketing plan. What we wrote was a pretty simple letter. It didn't have to be very detailed. We just laid out the next 3 years of what we expect to be able to sell and produce off of this farm. Once we had that letter, I called the Department of Revenue, I talked to Taxpayer Services, and I asked how I could submit that form. They gave me an email address, submitted it, and within a few days, we received our agricultural exemption.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
So we have our agricultural sales and use exemption. Now what? How do we use it? This exemption is good for use for agricultural supplies, equipment. So what we did is we went to the local tractor supply company, took it to the cashier, and we registered that card. And when we checked out, all of the products that they deemed to be included in this program were tax exempt.
We did the same thing at the local hardware stores like Lowe's, Home Depot, Harbor Freight, local agricultural stores like Rural King, and our local co-op. So now anytime we make agricultural purchases, they're sales tax free.
And some examples: food and drugs for our livestock, any watering or feeding equipment, seeds, seedlings, fertilizers, pesticides, any fuels used to produce goods,
and any appliance used directly and principally for producing ag products. And so I interpret that as meaning things like a tractor and its attachments. But please make sure you don't take my interpretation do your own research, and I will put a link down below to the list of qualifying products per the state of Tennessee. So what about your state? How can you find if your state offers this program? The easiest thing to do is to call your Department of Revenue. To find the contact information for Department of Revenue in your state, go to Google and type in your state name, Department of Revenue. For example, Wyoming Department of Revenue. And it should come up with the link to their site, and they should have a contact us. Give them a call and ask them if they have an agricultural sales and tax use exemption program. Another thing you can do if you don't want to call them is you can Google your state name, agricultural sales tax exemption, and that will bring up a link to most likely Department of Revenue's website. Follow the links and you should be well on your way.
Whether you already have a homestead, agricultural farm, or you're looking to get one, or you know somebody who does, please share this information if you think that somebody would find benefit from it. Also, we did take advantage of other uses that Tennessee offers with having the local extension office come out and tour our land. We had a gentleman come out and walk the land with us and talk through how we could utilize our land, how to market the types of products and services we are looking to sell and what we're interested in, giving us tips and tricks, resources, and other free information that we can utilize and that's at our disposal. So knowledge is power, so we just wanted to share what we learned and hope that you all can benefit from that as well.
Yeah, and every state does have an extension office, and so after watching that video, do some research, find your local extension office, give them a call, and see how they can benefit you. For those of you that are new to this channel, we would love for you to join us on our journey as we renovate this 60-acre farm back into a working farm again. We have a lot of work ahead of us, from clearing the land, bringing crops back in, getting some pasture back in, renovating the 1930s home. We have a lot going on here, and we would love for you to join us. And for the existing viewers, thank you so much for your continued support, and
we appreciate you.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you. So thank you for watching.
Thumbs up.
We'll see you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.